Okay, everyone, thank you so much for watching this video or watching this training. Today, we're going to talk about lead magnets, or as I call them, gifts. And the reason I call them gifts is because when you say lead magnet, well, actually, today's lead magnet is going to be used as a lead magnet, not a free gift. But the exact same thing can be used as a gift, like we discussed at a few brunch and learns ago, a few weeks ago. I showed you how you can use a free gift to do a two-step conversation starter with your prospect. But today's actually is a lead magnet because we're wanting to build a list and we're wanting to help our audience at the same time. So today I'm going to show you a multi-purpose lead magnet. This lead magnet is not only going to build a list or an audience for you. That's the first thing it's going to do for you. The second thing is you're going to be seen as an expert to your audience, and you're being helpful to your audience, which puts their guard down and allows them to trust you and give you their email address when you're not asking them to, you're asking something from them, but it's to their benefit. The third thing that it's going to do is it allows you to learn the needs of your audience. So you can create future lead magnets around that. You can create future trainings around that, content around that, other lead magnets. It's just information is the key to success. So that's the third thing that it's going to do for you. And the fourth thing is it's going to help you develop your personal superpower. As you know, in the Ninja Marketing Method, that's my marketing strategy for building a prospecting list in network marketing. In the Ninja Marketing Method, that's what I teach. You develop your superpower, and then all of your content, all of your trainings, everything is centered around your specific superpower. Like mine is solving the prospecting problem for my audience. So this is going to help you identify that, because if you see the top need for your audience, then you can develop that into your personal superpower. I didn't start out knowing a lot about prospecting, but when I found out that was that's something every business has got to have. So then I just drilled down, and I'm focusing on creating prospecting through video on YouTube. So I narrowed it down a lot more, but I'm still solving the prospecting problem for my audience. So how does that sound for everybody? Who would like to spend maybe an hour of your time and get 4 benefits like that for only spending 1 hour of your time? Exactly. I'm all about working smarter, not harder. So the type of lead magnet that does all this is you're going to ask your audience what is the biggest struggle that they're having in their business right now. So you're going to run ads to this lead magnet. So you're going to have to create a little sales video, a 60-second reel. You can do that on your phone, and it's going to be encouraging your audience to complete this survey for you. Let me get a swallow of water. Hold on one second. Hoarse already. Okay. So you're going to ask your audience to complete the survey for you. So you're going to have to do a video for your ad, a little 60-second reel, encouraging them to give you this information. And you're making that 60 seconds all about the benefit to your prospect. Get your questions answered. What have you been struggling to solve for the last, several weeks, maybe the last month? What would you love to have the answer to in 1 hour of your time? Well, all you've got to do is click the button below and you go to this survey. You tell me what your biggest problem is, your biggest challenge. I'm going to review that, and then I'm going to create a brunch and learn that you can attend, a free Zoom call where you can get your questions answered, get your most immediate problem, get that solved. Not only do you get to see the training, you get to ask me questions about it to make sure 100% you understand and you have the answer you need before you leave that day. So if that sounds good to you, click the button now and go fill out the survey. Something simple like that. And that's just off the top of my head. I mean, you can actually sit down and write a decent ad for that. Then you're going to run a YouTube ad to that same reel. And then the people that are interested say, oh, God, yes, I've been struggling with prospecting. Yeah, I've run out of prospects. I don't know how to find new people. What am I going to do? So then they are going to click that button, and hopefully they're going to see your landing page, and then they're going to click the button and they're going to give you the information. And then they're going to click the button and they're going to give you their email address. So then you can follow back up with them. And these are the exact same people that are going to attend your Zoom call and hopefully are going to buy your product or join your team, whatever you're trying to do with this lead magnet. So let me share my screen now, and I'm going to walk you through the whole process today. So let me share my screen and show you what we got going on today. Okay, let me go here first. Let me move my little self over here. Let me move my little control panel up here. So now this is the marketing strategy, the Ninja marketing method. This is the entire ecosystem. I went over that in a Brunch and Learn also. So you can dig through that in my YouTube channel and find this video as well. But where does this lead magnet fit into the Ninja marketing method ecosystem? Well, over here, if you remember, you've got your expert content. This is just free content that you're showing your audience that you can be helpful and that you can solve their problems. So it's not here. And that's running to cold traffic. It's over here where you're actually doing your list building. So it can be the first one. This is actually the fast funnel. This is the two-step that we talked about earlier that I did an entire Brunch and Learn on, where you're getting them to start a conversation with you, and then you're solving their problems through a messenger conversation. Very, very similar to what the network marketing industry wants us to do and what most people in network marketing are okay doing. So that's the fast funnel. Again, that's meant to build a list. And then over here, this is where what we're going to do today, it's a form of the power offer. Now, a power offer can be where you're actually, hey, if I do this for you, would you then agree to do that? You know, that's kind of the format for a power offer. If I agree to do a Brunch and Learn where I would teach you your most immediate problem, solve your most immediate problem for you, would you agree to give me an hour of your time and attend the Zoom call and interact with me and get your questions answered live on a Zoom call? So that's basically what we're doing today. Or you can use this as a power offer. Hey, I've got this to sell, or hey, join my team. So that's this one, the power offer. And again, it's going to cold traffic. But once you've built up your warm traffic, once you have enough people, 1,000 people in your warm and visible list, you can also move this down to your warm traffic. So it works either place. And I'm actually going to run it in both places because I have plenty of people in my warm traffic. So I'm going to run this to everybody, all countries, and to cold traffic. And then I'm also going to run this to my warm traffic and try to get people to go online and complete it. So now let me show you exactly what we're talking about. Now you can build this in a lot of different softwares. I'm actually using bucket.io. Trying to move my Zoom thing out of my way. So I'm in bucket.io. I have I get this because I'm in Ryan Levesque's coaching program. So when I sign up for that, you automatically get Bucket, and it's great. It's wonderful for quizzes. So you can do all different types of quizzes in this. It's got templates all for you. So let's go to start a template. So I'm on the first page, and I've just under all of my funnels. So let's start a new template. And then it's got all of these different things that you can click on. Easy single question outcome mapping. That's exactly what we want. We want the simple one question and get them to send it to us. I'm just scrolling, let you see all the different options you have. And again, these are all filled out for you. Now, it's been a while since I've used this, so bear with me. It's going to build it now, but bear with me if I have to take a minute to kind of figure things out, because I mainly use Entreport to build all of my funnels and build my list. But this is far better for this type of thing, because it has all the mapping done for you and everything's filled out for you. So, okay, easy single question outcome mapping. Okay, I picked the wrong thing. I thought this was a deep dive survey. We don't want that one. Let's go back. Let's do not create from scratch. Dang it. Okay, start with a template. So we're looking for a deep dive survey. I thought that's what it was. It said single question, so I thought that's what it was. See, again, I'll tell you, I haven't done this in a while. I may have to just go in and pick one that I know in order to save time here. Let me go up here and see if I can actually find. There it is, deep dive survey. So you click on that and see that same one came up. I don't know why it popped up with that many questions, but I like this one with all the little confetti. So let's select this one, and it's going to build it again for us. So I apologize. It's not going to take it as long because it really is just one question. You've got a landing page, and then it explains what you need. Now this is it. So here you've got the landing page, then you've got your single question, and then you've got the mapping, how it's going to send you to the right bucket. And then you've got the lead page, and then we've got the thank you page. So let's go in. So you've got the little edit button right here. And you can do this in ClickFunnels. You can do it in Entreport. I'm just choosing to do it in Bucket because that's how I've always done it, because I know these templates are in here. So everything's all done for me. So here I'm going to click on this, and I want to pick a photo. Okay, so let's go to my pictures. Let's go to logo. And let's do Lady Marketing Ninja. So now there it is. Now we can click on the corner here and make it smaller. We don't want it bigger than the whole page. There we go. So now this is where you come in and you type. This is where you're giving your pitch. You've already given them the pitch in the 60-second reel. So this is where you're picking up on basically the same information that you were giving them in the 60-second reel, because that got them to click to give you this information. So here you want to just reinforce this. So this is what's already there. We're about to put together resources and services. But before we do, I want to make sure we're covering the topics that are going to be most helpful to you. So start now. You can either do it like this, or you can enter your own stuff. I'm actually going to enter my own information. So I just double clicked in it, see the cursor is blinking. So now I can actually type in it. So I'm going to say gain a competitive let me delete this out. It's messing me up. Gain a competitive advantage by sharing your most important problem you will get to attend a live brunch and learn Zoom call where I will solve this problem for you. Imagine having a complete interactive Zoom training just for you. So that sounds pretty good. And to get started, I don't want to change anything there. Now, here at the bottom, terms and privacy and earnings disclaimer, you'll need to click on those and fill that in. See, it's got a link. You hit the little setting here, and then you enter the web address to the link that you have filled out in the past. You can go online, you can just search privacy contracts, and you can go in and answer the questions of what your business does for the terms of service, privacy contract, and the earnings disclosure. And you're going to need to do that on all three of these. Now, and to save time, I'm not going to do that now because I just showed you how to do it. You just click on it. This little box appears. You click on the link, you change it to web, you enter your address here. And I always do in a new window so they don't leave this page. They can go back to that if there's some reason you click done. Well, it's not there because I ain't actually in our web, but you just click done and then it'll save it for you. And then you go to the next one, do the same thing. And then it's constantly saving this stuff for you. So you don't have to hit save anywhere, I think. Let me move these. Sorry, my head's in the center of the training. Yeah, see, changes saved. So I don't need to do anything. So I can just, I'm going to move myself to this side because, geez, I'm in the way. Now I can go back to Canvas or I can hit back. I'm just going to go back to Canvas and see we're back to the same page. So there, that's the one we've just completed. So we didn't do anything else. And see, it's already connected to our question. So here, edit in Builder. So you click the little pencil and paper again. And this is where you can change the writing here. When it comes to X, this is where you want to put your topic in. What's the single biggest challenge you've been struggling with? So for me, when it comes to prospecting, then you just delete this out. When it comes to prospecting, what's the single biggest challenge you've been struggling with? And then you can even click outside of this and you can change this. Please be as detailed and specific as possible. I like that. I'm not going to change it. And see, you've also got the little scroll bar up here telling them that they're 50% done. And you don't have to change next because it automatically takes them to the next thing. And again, it's saving the changes for me so I don't have to do anything to change this. So let's go back. And now this is the quiz mapping. You don't need to do anything to that. Again, this is why I like using Bucket because all this is done for me. And again, just make sure everything is connected, and it is. But see, when you hover over, you can hit the trash can and delete. Let me just do that so I can show you how to connect. So then you just hover over again, you click on it, and then you just bring it over. And now it's connected again. Easy peasy. So now this is our lead capture page. So let's click on it because we want to edit it as well. And it's telling them, look, this is your last step. Please tell us your name and email so we can notify you when these services are available. And then you've got a place to put their first name and their email. That way, you're not doing first and last name, so it's not as much friction. I mean, it's still friction for them to give you your name, but if they've come this far, chances are they're going to give you their email address. If not, you still have tracking that I'm going to show you where to hook that up to. You'll hook your tracking up to this and you can still, they'll be in your invisible list that you can still track them. But ideally, you want to get their email address. So you can either leave this like it is, or you can delete the first name out and just get the email. But by all means, you definitely want to get their email. And then it says, lastly, and this is not mandatory. Let me click on this. Well, it's just pulling up mine. Sorry, I was hoping we could get through one training without my dogs barking, but you have 3 dogs, it's just gonna happen. That's little Molly, my little guard dog. Okay, and then it says here, lastly, I may wish to follow up with a few people on the phone personally to better understand your situation. Would you be open to speaking on the phone for a few minutes on the condition that I promise not to sell you anything? If so, would you please leave your phone number below? Thank you. I'm leaving that as is. I love that. I want to try to get their phone number, but again, it's not mandatory. They can hit next without completing any of these items, I believe. So I've had that on my other quizzes. So, but it doesn't hurt to ask. So last step, please tell me your name and email so that we can notify you when special brunch and learn Zoom training will be completed. You just want to put something in here so they understand why you're asking for their email address. And this sounds totally legit. Okay, yeah, she's got to let me know when the Zoom training is going to be so I can attend it, so I can get my answers. Please tell us your name and email so that we can notify you when your special Brunch and Learn Zoom training will be completed. Your special Brunch and Learn Zoom training will be completed. I want to put something in there about solving their problem. Please tell us your name and email so we may notify you when we plan to solve this issue in your special. Okay, please tell us your name and email so that we can notify you when we plan to solve this issue in your special Brunch and Learn Zoom training. And I don't need to be, will be completed. Brunch and Learn training so you can attend for free. Please tell us your name and email so we can notify you when we plan to solve this issue in your special Brunch and Learn training so you can attend for free. So that gives them a definite reason why I'm asking for their name and email. And then down here, I'm explaining why I'm asking for their phone number because, I may need to get more detail about what their problem is so I can make sure I cover everything correctly. And again, changes have been saved. So all I got to do is go back to Canvas. So now we've got everything done. That was a lead capture. And the last one is our thank you page. So let's hit edit on this. And see, it's done in the same format as the first page. So everything is congruent. You want to make sure they know, yeah, it didn't take me somewhere else. This is not a spam, or this is not something that's going to put a virus on my computer. If they click a button and then this page looks totally different from the first page, they're going to be like, okay, what? So again, I want to double click up here. I want to actually double click so it'll open up, and then I've already saved it. So I just need to click it this time, double click it, and it'll open it up again. And here we just make it small again. Okay. So now you're telling them, thank you. Thank you for taking the time to tell me about your situation. Your response will help shape the upcoming Brunch and Learn trainings. Now, Again, you want to put your terms just like you did in the first. You just click in it, hit the little gear, change it to web, and enter your link here, put a new page, and then hit done. You want to do that on each one. You'll have a different URL for your terms of service. You have a different URL for your privacy, and you have a different URL for your earnings disclaimer. So you can just stop there and then you're done, or you can send them to another page. You can send them to what we call a bump or an upsell. So you just pull over here from the side, you just pull a button over and see how it's green. It's telling me where it's going to drop it. So I want to drop it inside of that, and then it opens up, and this is the up here. It's this is what's on the button. Click to register for my next Brunch and Learn training. Okay, I spelled brunch wrong. Can't type with y'all watching me, makes me nervous. Okay. Click to register for my next Brunch and Learn training. Let's put a little exclamation point in there. And then that's the size of the font, whether or not it's got a border and all this stuff. And let's make it, again, let me change, move my zoom thing out of the way. Geez, I'm gonna make it this bright red color. And click out of it. And then this is when they hover over it. I want to make it the same bright red color. So now that's the button. But I still haven't sent them anywhere. I may have picked the wrong one because I don't see a place where I can, let's hit confirm where you can at least see it. And click outside so you can see. Okay, you're thanking them, and then you're giving them the option, hey, click to join the next free training. You don't have to wait for me to complete the training on your topic. You can join the next one. So let's see if we've got button. That's the only option. Let's click in again and see if it, okay, let's click on the gear. That's it. Click on the gear, and now I can enter the web address to the link. It's ladymarketingninja.com/Zoom. ladymarketingninja.com/Zoom. And you can keep it the same window here because there's no reason for them to stay on this page, but I just am in the habit of having it open up a new window. And then you hit done. Oh, invalid. So I guess I've got to put HTTPS www dot done. Come on. So it's going to take them to this page. This is my register page for the Brunch and Learn. So they can view a previous one and they can see what it's all about. I'm actually going to change the dates of these. I'm not having much turnout on Saturdays at 10 a.m. So I'm assuming, or 10:30, I'm assuming that's not a good time for people. So I'm going to change the date and time. Let me hit preview. Geez, these Zoom things are in my way and didn't give me the link. So let me go back to this. Go back to publish. There it is. // copy link. Let's copy it. Go back to bucket. Okay. Obviously, I had something wrong in it. So now it took it. So now they have the option to, again, let's click on the gear and see if I can do, I can't do any spacing in that. Properties. So we can move it to the center, just keep it on the left. Size and position. all I want to do is put a little bit of a space between these two. But I don't see image background, margin and space. And there we go, top. There we go. Now it's moving. Now we're cooking with grease. Okay, let's see how that looks. Now let's hit preview because we're done with everything now. So when they click on, they're going to get to this page. Again, how did my little head get to the center here? Okay, when it comes to prospecting, what's your single biggest challenge you've been struggling with? Please be as detailed and specific as possible. So they can click in here and they can type as much as their heart desires. So you have to click something and then go to next. And then last step, then you enter your name, enter your email, enter your phone number, and hit next. It knows that's not a valid email. See, it will not let me go forward without entering an email. So let me just enter this one. And now it takes me to the thank you page. Thank you for taking the time to tell me about your situation. Your responses will help shape the upcoming Brunch and Learn trainings. Click to, oh, I've got another option here. What is this? Click to register for my next Brunch and Learn training. Absolutely. She is awesome. Let me click here and let me register. Boom. It took me right to the Entreport page for, and then they can click here and they can go right to the Zoom and they can enter, they can pick the training they want and they can enter their email and name and register. So bing, bang, boom. There you have it. That is the entire Brunch and Learn thing. I forgot one thing. When you're in here, you also want to name it. So deep dive survey. Come on. No. I want to edit this. Edit. Okay. Deep dive survey. Brunch and Learn. So that I will know that these are the people. And I can even put cold up here. So that way I know that this specific one I sent to cold traffic. So then I hit publish and it's going to take it just a second. You're almost done. Dang, things are in the way. You're almost done. I got to select a domain that I've entered for bucket. I entered this Palm Tree Nation. Publish funnel. Your funnel was successfully published. So there it is. So this is the link that I'm going to put in my ad. So then I'm going to go to YouTube. Let me stop sharing my screen. Let me close this. Before I stop sharing the screen, let me go back to this and back one more time. So now this funnel is right here. So now you can select this funnel over here to the right and you can hit duplicate and it will duplicate it. And then you can then change the name to, let me hit stop sharing. So you can hit duplicate and you can change the name at the top where I just changed it to warm traffic. That way it's going to give you a different published link. And then you can go to YouTube and you can schedule your ad to warm traffic. That just helps you understand that, yes, my warm traffic, they're actually clicking it and signing up way more than they are on the cold traffic. So it just gives you an idea that maybe you want to change your 60-second reel or your headline or something that was going to your ad to your cold traffic. So you can gauge it. You're always testing and you're always trying to beat your previous best. Don't worry about competing with anybody else. Just compete with yourself and beat the whatever was your last best ad. Couldn't think of it. So I was trying to think if there's anything else I need to cover before we go. If you have any questions, you can type it in the chat below. I'd love to know what you thought of this. And again, this is helping you build a list. So now everybody that watches this ad, they're already going to be added to your invisible list on YouTube. The tracking. I forgot to show you the tracking. I got to share the screen again. Let me share. I'm sorry. Half-wit in charge here. Share. So let's go back into edit. What the heck? Let me just hit. Oh. Sorry, I didn't see it at the top where it said I had to leave the previous thing. Geez, I told you I've not been in here a lot. So, okay. Now you want to click on, I think it's this one. Go under, not properties, library, archive, components. Okay. There used to be a thing where I could click on and I could add the, it's in settings up here. There we go. So you click on settings instead of the canvas thing. And up here, then you can enter your funnel name and the funnel topic, your metadata that's going to show on social networks. So you want to enter that. You want to enter the description of this. You can enter your logo here. And then you can come over to the tracking part. And this is where you're going to want to enter your tracking code from YouTube when you set up your ad. So you're going to want to enter that right here and the body tracking code. But that's where you set it up, and then the changes will be saved. You want to push the changes so that you have saved this, because I haven't entered it, so I'm not going to do it yet. So you want to save that. You always want to have tracking on your funnel so you know what's working and what's not working. Now let me stop sharing. Sorry, that took forever to get that set up. But you want to set up your tracking in your YouTube, and you also want to set up tracking on that specific funnel. And then when you create when you duplicate that funnel and you create it for your warm traffic, you want to do the same thing, but for the warm traffic. So you want to have a different tracking code on that one than you have on the cold, so that you can keep track of everything. But Bucket actually, let me get in Bucket. Okay, let me get in before I share my screen, let me go back. Let me pick a funnel. Actually, I'm just going to show you the analytics of this one. So let me go back to Zoom. Let me share the screen once again. So I'm a half-wit. Share my screen, share this one. I promise this is the last time. We're almost done. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know. I'll be happy to respond to you. So you just click analytics on the little tab beside the URL, and it shows you how many visitors you've had, how many people actually participated, answer the first question. Then it's going to tell you how many answered the last question. If you have a series of questions, it's going to tell you how many opted in. And then it's going to show you the results also. It's going to scroll down. It's going to tell you exactly what they said. So this is where you get your quiz results and everything, and where you're getting your stats. Tells you how many people, what your percentage is. So that's why I use Bucket, because it's very informative and it helps you figure out who's doing it, who's not, and what you need to change in it. So there you have it. Now I'm stopping sharing for good. So I'm getting ready to end this. Okay, that's it in a nutshell. I hope you got benefit from this. Brunch and Learn. Thank you so much for taking time to watch this. Please leave me a comment below. Let me know what you thought of this training, what you got out of it, what you would like to see next. What could I do? What's your biggest problem? If you would like to click on that link, then go to ladymarketingninja.com. I will put the link to that Brunch and Learn video, and I'm going to put it in future video descriptions as well, so that you can get to it multiple different ways. But I'll have to create a different one for that, because again, you got to worry about tracking. So I'm gonna have to have three: one for warm traffic, one for cold traffic, and one that gets there through just watching my YouTube content or watching these Brunch and Learns. So I have three different, the exact same funnel, Nothing's changing in the funnel. The only thing I'm changing is at the top, I'm changing the name and I'm changing the tracking on all three. And that way I'll put different, the one to the YouTube channel content, that'll have a different URL than the one for cold and the one for warm. So just make sure you use the right URL, set up the right tracking code for each one. And that way you're going to know exactly how you're getting people to your funnel. So again, leave me a comment below. Let me know what you thought of this training. Please subscribe to my channel. I would love to help you further. Thank you so much for the ones who have already subscribed. I am here to serve you and help you. So let me know what you're having trouble with, and I'll be happy to record content to solve your problems as well. So thanks again, and I'll see you next week. Look at the link. I think I'm going to do it on Thursdays. So look at the link and see exactly when I'm doing the next Brunch and Learn. So I'm not having response to Saturdays. So Saturday mornings must not be as good for people as it is for me. So I want to help you. So I'm going to change it. Thanks a lot. I'll see you next Thursday. See, I did it again. I'm so used to doing on Saturday. Bye.